Hey everybody, what's up? Um, I found a case of these. If anybody wants a picture of my face, just in case I do get famous or become president. This was a poster from my original website, suckmynasdaq.com, before it hit the bid. Obviously, I got in trouble from using the Nasdaq the way they spell it in my website's name. Again, the website didn't do anything. It was just a bunch of knuckleheads in a chat room. But the Nasdaq was none too pleased that I used their name. It took them a year and a half to find me because I registered the website under a fake name just to see if I could, and I did, with an old address that I used to live at. So they actually couldn't find me for a while. When they did, they were pissed. So I said, "Here, take the website. I don't doesn't do anything. Here, you can have the website." And Hit the Bid was born. But all these years later, one thing that hasn't changed is this trade that works every time it shows up. Right now, it was TTD, the U, the Qs, and short UVXY. Sounds very similar, right? Because every single day is the same exact day. And the reason that it's sort of maddening in a way, because if you've seen the movie Groundhog Day, at first Bill Murray's bewildered, right? Wait a second. I just did all this yesterday. What the hell's going on? And it took him a while to realize, wait a second, every day's the same day. And then he realized that he's all powerful. Wait, if it's the same day every day, I should learn how to exploit that day for my own benefit. And then he started to exploit it for his own benefit, right? And then he realized that he's trapped in the same day over and over again. And all that excitement then became depression, and he wanted to kill himself because he was trapped in the same day over and over again. I'm somewhere in between wanting to end it all and I'm in the exploiting it for my own purposes to ending it all, because I live the same day every day, right? And then I look back and I'm like, why am I not making 20 grand, 30 grand a day on these trades? It's because I'm too busy yapping. That's it. If I had a computer set to only do these trades, I would be up 30 grand today, because these option trades now. These are 10-cent options that are trading at $2 now. You could have got some of them at 3 cents this morning that are trading at $1. These are, again, life-changing is the worst phrase in this industry, but that is a life-changing type of trade. 3 cents to $1. To put it into monetary terms, that means $300, right, is now $10,000 if you just went into a coma after you bought it. 3 cent option is now worth, now they're trading at $1.40. So $300 is worth $14,000 right now. And that's just one. There was 9 today. You had Win, you had the U, you had the Qs, you had TTD, and that's it. Again, the reason I hate this industry is that I just summed up trading in 2 minutes, because this is the only trade you need to do. It works every time. The industry, right, tries to convince you that, well, first they try to convince you that you're dumb, right? Remember that? Goldman Sachs, they try to tell us that we don't understand the market. That's why you need them. Financial advisors, they want to make everything confusing. That's why the tranches, and in 2009, the bankers they tried to convince us that we're too stupid to realize what they're packaging together is worthless. The lie has been exposed, right? And again, that's why I'm banished from the industry. I am not invited to the symposiums. Nobody wants me to get up on stage and say, none of this is needed. You don't need scanners. You know, the guys that sell scanners are not going to like me. You don't need this. Those guys aren't going to like me. The brokers don't like me because you certainly don't need a stockbroker anymore. They don't like me, right? The industry itself, I call it ripe or wrought with manipulation and fraud. So most people don't like me because I tell the truth. This trade works every single time. Now it's 274 of them this year. Sorry, 374 of these setups have happened this year. Today, 4 more or 5, and every single one has worked again. And that's the stock. If you bought the options on those plays, that's where you start making the ridiculous percentage returns, the $300 trades turning into 12 grand. And what I've been saying is all I need in my life is a competent, non-demented, delusional person to push the buttons for me. Because while I'm yapping, I usually have 1 or 2 trades on. I could sit here and talk and trade my U with my 1,000 shares. All right, offer out 100 here, put my stop in. Yeah, but I can't trade the U, the Qs, the SVXY, the TTD, the win all at one time. Can't do it. I'm not that good. I don't have enough hands. I don't have enough brain capacity. And what I've been trying to do for all these years is find one non-psychopathic person, non-delusional person to help me. And I've come to the conclusion that it's impossible. And now I have officially given up. I will wait for my kid to come back because my kid was doing it right. He would listen to what I was saying and he would do the trade that I was telling him to do, and he made money. The only 2 trades he lost money on were when he went off the rails and started shorting Carvana when it was breaking out, and he got beat on those trades. But every other trade he did worked because he followed the rules. And one of the bigger rules right now is that when you're in a bull market, you do what I'm doing right now. Nothing. The market's going up. Do I need to trade? No. You hold on to the stock that's going up, the U. You hold on to the Qs, and they're going up. And there's nothing else to do. You don't do anything. You don't churn your own account. You don't sell anything all at one price. And the reason you don't sell anything at one price is that if you sell it all at one price, then what are you doing? You sell in increments. You raise your stop. So if the stock tends to stay in trend, you're in the whole day. Because right now, there's no reason to sell the Qs. What yesterday did was convince the shorts, morons and schmucks like me, right? Again, I've learned my lesson the hard way. Yesterday was a type of day where what happens is the market goes up for 9 days in a row. The bears are like, this is bullshit. This market sucks. Society's crumbling. There's no reason to own stocks. We're going to crash any day now, which all might be true. Society does suck. And again, that doesn't mean anything to the stock market. But once the bearishness gets overly bearish, that's when the turn comes, right? And then you get that 9-day rally. So now that the bears have gotten crushed, right? And again, a lot of bears are just secretly waiting for pullbacks to buy, like me. I'm bearish because I want the market to crash so then I could buy cheaper and then sell, and then I get bearish again because everything goes up too much. So what happened yesterday was that we had 9 days of rally, and the bears that are getting smoked, right? They look at that day, they're like, this is it. This is the top. Fuck this market. We're definitely going down. And they all reloaded yesterday. And then they come in today and they say to themselves, oh man, not again. Volatility's crashing. The volatility index is crashing. I guess we're not going to sell off. All right, I'm going to wait. All right, I got to start covering here before it gets too crazy. Oh wait, now the market's pulling back. Oh, maybe I can make something back. I'm going to place my stop at the high of the day. Oh, we're breaking highs. And then all the shorts have to start covering again. And everybody who sold thinking yesterday might be some inflection point or pivot point for the next leg down, they're all buying back. The hedge funds are still net short. They're going to cover and chase performance. There really isn't a chance that this market's going to have a considerable pullback. We had it July, August, September, and most of October. And yesterday was the one day you're going to get. Now, if I'm wrong about that, I'll know. So right now, if you said, okay, where are we going on the Qs? Where do you think we're going to end up on the Qs? At this point, now I'm thinking 400, right? But on Monday, if UVXY is up 8% and the market's breaking down, that'll change everything. So if that happens, then I readjust my thinking. But here's the best part. I own 3 stocks. Rambus, Rig, and where is it? And Palantir. And yesterday, there was over 70,000 contracts traded on Palantir calls. That ain't me. But when you see 70,000 contracts being bought, calls for next week, and the stock's in a little bit of a downtrend, you got to say to yourself, what are these people knowing? So you buy it. And now you're up 500% on those trades. So yesterday's sell-off, right? Yesterday's sell-off, that little 2-hour sell-off could be now the new lift-off point. The new, that was the fuel, right? We had a recharge. We recharged. We trapped some more shorts. We got some longs out, right? And now we're going to rally every day, all the way through June. I mean, all the way through November. We hardly ever go down into the week of Thanksgiving. We never go down the day after Thanksgiving. We usually gap up the following Monday. And then we're into the more bullish month. We get into June. How are we going to go down? Everyone's still covering shorts and getting long now. Just because you missed 10% doesn't mean we can't tack on 20% into the end of the year and then some. Because now we're going to break out and be at all-time highs. And it makes no sense, nor will it ever. Who cares? That's what's going to happen because that's what always happens. You just do what the market does. You learn from history and then you live it. We cannot go down. And I've been saying it now for 10 days now. And it's the same thing going to happen on Monday. When we try to go down and we fail, that makes us go up even more so. So what yesterday was an attempt to sell off, it failed. That wasn't a sell-off. That was a 2-hour mini pullback. Nothing changed. All it did was trap more shorts and got people out of the market that immediately today want back in. And that's where we're at right now. And you don't trade this market. You sit back, you put music on, you go out, you come back, and everything's higher. You put your stop on, you leave, you come back, and you're still in the position because we're in a trend. There's no reason to sell the Qs. There's no reason to get out of the U. You stay with the positions, and you just stay. And we're never going down. The only time we're going to go down, and I'm saying this seriously, ever again, and I'm sure we will have down days, but I'm talking about bearish 3 months like we had just now. UVXY has to go up more than one day. It went up yesterday. Look at it now. Gave it all back and then some. if the UVXY is trending down, the market always goes up, which UVXY is usually always trending down. So if you want to try to time the market, if you're dying to short this market, I don't know why you would be, wait for the UVXY to tell you that it's a good time to go short, which is not now. If you're shorting now, you're just trying to pick a top. Good luck. You might get lucky, but chances are you won't. Just wait for UVXY to start going up. There'll be plenty of room to the downside to make money on shorts when the shorting begins again. And that's it, my friends. Good luck. I hope you did well. These trades continue to work. I am no longer hiring. That is done. I'm going to do everything myself. I'm fine. Okay. The idea of anybody trading with me is over. I've accepted the fact it's never going to happen. And I don't want it to happen now. I'd rather you guys trade on your own, learn from me, do it on your own. This is the kind of day where if today was your first day, you would be sitting on one of the biggest days you've ever had. If today was your first day with me and you just took the trades I was talking about, it was virtually impossible for you to lose money. All right? I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. Come join me. I'll be doing it. Come find me. All right? Good luck and have a great weekend. Try to be nice to each other and don't put the news on because it's enraging, it's awful, and it's very, very sad. But in here, the weather's fine. We are our own kings and queens of our own realm. We are the gods of our own universe. And that's where I want to be. No, Solid's here. Yeah, Solid's with me every day. All right. I'll see you guys soon.